This is the nail design that we will be working on today. Fun Party Animal. And I'm super excited about this one. On Mother's Day, my sister and I were together with my mom, and my sister's actually in beauty school right now, and so she had some of her supplies with her. And as I was going through her bag, I saw these beautiful colors that I just went crazy for. So after making such a big deal out of it, she decided to tell me, you can have these, you can have these. So I was excited, and I have been waiting to be able to put these colors together in a tutorial for you to show you just the beautiful awesomeness. Words just can't express how much I love these colors. So a shout out to my sister Amy. Thank you so very much for these colors, and I hope you love what I have been able to do. Hey, welcome back everybody. Let's get this fun design started. The items that you are going to need today, you're going to need your Sensationail kit or whatever at-home gel system that you may have. I prefer to use the Sensationail. So you're going to need your base and your top coat. And you can click here on the screen. I'm going to link you to my video on how to do a Sensationail manicure. I have already applied the Sensationail base coat on my nails. We're going to do a jelly sandwich today. I'm showing you how to do that. So I've already got the base coat on, and I have already wiped off the moisture layer. If you're not sure what that means, please click that video. Other items that we're going to need, we also are going to be using this Hansen, the full salon manicure in the color Rockstar Candy. We are also going to use another Hansen full salon manicure, and this one is in the color Terracotta. We are going to be accenting our leopard prints with the Wet n Wild Mega Last, and this one is called Lights Out. And then on our accent nail, we are also going to be applying some beautiful glitter polish from the Wet n Wild Shine collection, and this one is called Sparked. Now, you are also going to need a dotting tool. You can use a size of your choice. This is the size that I happen to be using. I'm going to use the larger end on this one. And you're also going to need to keep you an orange stick close by to wipe off any excess polish that may get on your nails. And then you're also going to need a variety of nail art brushes. Now, I do not have a name or size number on these. They came in a nail art kit that I actually got off of Amazon. So if you have a nail art kit, brush kit, just pick you out the sizes that you would like. Or if you have the nail arts already in the bottle, like from Kiss, then you can just use those. Those come with a nice striper brush already in them. So let's get started. First of all, I'm going to show you how I did the accent nail. And we started off with this beautiful terracotta color to do our half moon. Now you'll want to keep you a plate handy, or paper towel. Some people use scratch paper, just something that you can put dots of your polish on. Whatever that is for you. For me, I use an old plate that I don't mind that it gets stained up. And I also keep just a little medicine cup full of non-acetone polish remover so that I can clean my brushes in between each color. You'll want to keep that handy as well. And just keep a paper towel or a lint-free wipe, whatever it is that you can use to brush that off with. Now we want to dip our brush into this terracotta color, and we just want to try to paint on a half moon shape. And while we're letting that one dry, we're going to go ahead and use that same beautiful terracotta color on our thumbnail. Okay, now that we have let that color dry really well, we're going to go on in with our next step. And we're going to use this beautiful Rockstar Candy. Now we want to put just a little bit of this out on our plate because we are going to do just like on this finger, just a real skinny line across the top there, and we're also going to paint us in a half moon on this one as well. while we have this color, we're going to go ahead and work on this accent nail. So get that same brush that we just did our half moon with, the smaller brush, and I'll use this smaller brush just to get down in the corner beside this half moon, and then we're going to do the large part of our nail with the actual nail brush, the polish brush. Okay, now we're ready to do the next step, which is to try to add our leopard print. You want to make sure you get out that dotting tool. If you don't have a dotting tool, that's okay. You can use a toothpick. You can use the end of a bobby pin. There's all kinds of things around your house you can use. As a matter of fact, my eye has been drawn right now, laying on the table, is a broken part, the clip of a pin, and you could actually use that. So anything that you have laying around your house that you could make dots out of is perfectly fine. Just want to dip your dotting tool in your polish, and then you just want to start randomly placing some dots around your nail. And it doesn't really matter if these dots are perfectly round. If they smudge, that's okay. You may even want to smudge them on purpose. I've seen a lot of different leopard print made in a lot of different ways. So feel free to be creative with it, however you like your leopard spots to look. Most of the time I keep mine pretty round just because it's simpler. And whenever you don't have a lot of time and you're trying to change your nail polish designs up, sometimes easier is better. At least in my case it is. Alright, so now we're going to let those dry just a couple of minutes, because if we try to put the black on right now, it's just going to smear and make a big mess. So we'll be right back. Okay, now that that is all dry, we're going to go ahead with our next step. And the next step is to add that beautiful glitter polish to our accent nail. So we're just going to load our brush up really well. And this brush is a little bit smaller than the other brush, so you can kind of walk this one just around where your half moon is, and then brush it right on up the nail. Make sure you get down all the way to the side there. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to this thumbnail, and we're going to add our leopard accents. So you want to make sure that you dip your black polish onto a plate or scratch sheet of paper, wherever it is that you need to add the polish to, or if you have the Kiss Nail Arts, the LA Color Nail Arts, whatever kind of nail art that you may have, it comes with a striper brush already, so just go ahead and use that. We just want to take a real thin liner brush, whatever kind of brush you have. We're going to begin adding these accents to our dots. Now the key to this is to make it not uniform. In other words, you don't want every dot looking the same. On some of these you want to do kind of a straight line. On some of them you're going to want to do more of a C shape around. Add a little dot accent here and there. There's kind of no rhyme or reason. You just don't want it to look uniform, because animals in the wild are not uniform. They're not made with machines. Now you want to make sure that you kind of go at the different side this time. Don't do them all on the same sides. That there, we're just going to do both sides of it. On this one down here, we'll do about a 3/4 circle around this dot. Make it where it almost touches, but not quite. Okay, now we're going to let that dry. We've got all of the steps put onto this nail art that we're going to put. You could do a little variation here, which I thought about doing. I thought about lining that half moon with the black polish just to accent it off a little bit more. And I thought about putting a stripe of black up underneath that French tip. But I think that might start getting a little too busy on this nail. You actually also could take that glitter and glitterize your half moon. You could glitterize those tips a little bit if you would like. I chose not to do that because I really wanted my accent nail to be accented and to stand out a little bit. So I didn't want to put the glitters on the other nails because I was afraid that then the accent might not stand out quite the same. Okay, so now that that is all dry, we are ready for our final step. And we are going to apply the Sensationail clear base and top coat over the top of this manicure to make it the final step of our jelly sand. Now let's get started. We've let everything dry real good, and we don't have to use the primer on this step. Instead, we just go right over our nails with the gel like we would any other top coat. Make sure to cap the end. That is the key to helping your manicure last the full time period. Now on this step here, usually with the base and top coat you only have to cure it for 30 minutes. However, whenever I go over a regular polish, I choose to go ahead and do it for the full minute, just for a little added security on that. And you want to make sure that your regular polish is completely dry. So even if you have to let it wait overnight, that's fine. Do that, because if you put your gel over top of a regular polish that is not yet set, then it's going to cause it to shrink up, it'll cause ridges in the polish, and it's just not going to be an attractive look at all. So make sure that you give yourself plenty of time, because this does not work like a fast drying top coat that will help the polish go ahead and dry. It'll do just the opposite actually. So make sure your regular polish is completely dry before applying a gel over top of it. And that's all there is to it. Next, you'll just want to wipe that moisture layer off and you'll be good to go. You'll be ready to walk out the door with a beautiful manicure that is typically going to last you 10 to 14 days. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time.